Most people believe financial preparation is very important. And it is. I mean, saving for retirement, maybe spending within your budget, all good things. But people rarely put the same effort into preparing their mental health. And the reality is, life is going to bring challenges. If you haven't heard or figured that out, you heard it here first. Careers change, parenting stress, relationship struggles, health concerns. It's not really a matter of if, it's when. I remember hearing this on a podcast that there's kind of a double standard when it comes to different types of growth. If someone's reading a book about business, people respect that. It's seen as someone who wants to grow in their business or financial skills. But if you find someone reading something like the Anxiety and Phobia Workbook, there's often this subtle assumption that something must be wrong. And that really points to the stigma around mental health, emotional, and relational growth. Maybe a better way to think about improving mental health as rehearsing a fire drill. I remember in elementary school, and I hope they're still doing this today, there is this fire drill that the school runs. And the fire drill isn't particularly exciting. I mean, the sirens that go off, it's pretty annoying, very loud. And if you remember, everyone gets out of from their seat, they get into a single file line, they slowly kind of shuffle out of the classroom. And usually there's some sort of field where all the kids go, and then the teacher does a roll call to make sure there are no missing children. And when everything's all clear, everyone kind of goes back to their classroom. And this was obviously better when it helped delay a test or something like that. But nonetheless, a fire drill can feel simple, kind of repetitive, and we really don't think much of it. But why do we have a fire drill in the first place? Well, the point is to practice this set of behaviors so that when there actually is a fire, people are not reacting in panic, which we know can end up hurting people in the process. Like, more people get hurt and die from being trampled than actually dying from the fire. So we don't want kids or teachers or whoever to be figuring out what to do in the middle of the chaos. Not a great time to figure what to do, which is kind of true when you're in the middle of a fight or something really stressful is happening. That's probably not the best time to be figuring things out. Because when the pressure hits without preparation, most people do not rise to the occasion. They fall back on whatever patterns they already have, usually not so good ones. Counseling is like building that fire drill into your life. You create a values aligned way of responding rather than reacting to your immediate emotions. You develop awareness, emotional regulation, and clarity. So when stress shows up, your response becomes more natural, more steady, and more aligned with who you want to be. Choose Better is about preparing with intention, not just reacting whenever life gets difficult. So I would like to invite you to be part of our authenticity movement. People who aren't willing to settle for mediocre lives or relationships and are willing to put their egos aside to grow, to understand themselves and others, and to live more intentionally. So, what do you think? How is strengthening your mental health improving your life? Let me know your thoughts below, because we no longer want to live a reactive life, but choosing better to live with clarity, confidence, and purpose.